What's up everybody, I'm Seth Fowler and today I'm reviewing John Geiger's 002. I'm incredibly excited to have this sneaker in hand. In fact, this is one of the only shoes in the last couple months that I've been this excited for. Obviously, it's a dope looking sneaker, and yes, that's one of the reasons that I was very excited about this shoe, but the main reason that I was excited about it is because of the story behind it. If you don't know who John Geiger is, he's a creative that's extremely influential in the sneaker community. He's literally started trends that have been picked up by big sneaker brands like Nike. For example, the first time that I heard about John Geiger was back in 2014 or 2015, back when I was customizing sneakers, and he dropped the Misplaced Check Air Force Ones. That shoe was so dope and so well done, and it literally took the sneaker world by force. A couple years later, you had the release of the Travis Scott Air Force Ones, and you really can't deny that there's some resemblance there, and I would assume also some influence. But since then, John Geiger has started his own sneaker brand and is now releasing designer sneakers that are handmade in the United States. He dropped the 001, or the 1, I'm not sure exactly what it is, a couple years back, and the 2, or the 002 more recently. And about 2 weeks ago, I finally had the chance to grab the newest colorway on one of his online drops because they always sell out and I always miss them. And the shoe that I grabbed was the John Geiger 002 in the Pittsburgh colorway. I don't know if you guys have seen my new If I Design series where I take popular sneakers and redesign them the way that I would design them if I had the opportunity. But obviously I have a love for sneaker design and just design in general, and the fact that John Geiger is basically living my dream is like the coolest thing in the world, and I respect him so much for it. But enough with me like drooling over this sneaker, let's get into it and find out how good it actually is. The John Geiger 002 retails for $350 US, which granted is a little expensive for a sneaker, but when you take into account that it's a designer sneaker and also the fact that it's handmade in the US, it's actually a pretty solid price. Starting off around the toe of the shoe, you've got this black neoprene feeling toe guard. As you move farther up on the sneaker itself, you'll find that a majority of the upper is made of the exact same material. It's soft and flexible and does have some nice give to it. Obviously, it's not as much give as a knit would have, but it's still very comfortable on foot. Breathability obviously isn't the best because there aren't any ventilation holes anywhere on the sneaker except for the medial side of the midfoot, but I mean honestly at the end of the day, it is a designer sneaker and it's not something you're really going to be running in or needing too much breathability in. Running up the center of the shoe, you've got this bright yellow stitching detail that I love because it brings some contrast to the upper. I will say though that because this is the Pittsburgh colorway, it's probably inspired by the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I'm a Ravens fan, so I can't condone that, but the colorway itself, Steelers aside, is really nice. Running around the midfoot of the sneaker, you've got this awesome lacing system that wraps all the way around the ankle. I absolutely love this lacing system. I think it's a really elegant solution. I actually lace my Timbs this way, and I even love the way that it was done on the Fear of Gods, even though Jerry Lorenzo said that that wasn't his intention, which is a little weird, but it is what it is. The black rope laces come pre-tied on the medial side and wrap through these loops on the front and on the back of the shoe. Up around the top of the ankle, you've got more of that yellow accent stitching, which again, I absolutely love. And then at the very top of the ankle collar, you've got this elastic band, which allows you to tighten it around your ankle if you want. Inside the sneaker, your foot is up against this raw neoprene material, and there isn't really any padding in the upper to speak of, which honestly isn't a bad thing. It's still very comfortable. The insole of the sneaker is wrapped in black leather with John Geiger's name and the number of the shoe debossed into the heel. As for fit, the John Geiger 002 fits pretty much true to size. I got true to size on my pair and it fits me great. As I always suggest though, if you have a chance to try the sneaker on first before you buy it, make sure to do that to make sure you're getting the right size for you. But I understand with this shoe it might be a little bit harder than with others. Moving down on the shoe, you've got this black foam co-molded midsole and outsole. One of my favorite design details on this sneaker is the overall shape of the midsole. I love this triangular shape near the forefoot of the shoe on the lateral side. I love the super minimal John Geiger branding on the heel. And I love the fact that because the midsole is this light foam, the entire shoe is extremely light. Comfort-wise, the midsole is decent. It's nothing incredible. It does compress enough so you don't feel like you're standing on anything hard. It's got a nice give to it, which I appreciate. Then finally, moving to the bottom of the sneaker, you've got this sort of diamond plate traction pattern. Overall, I think the John Geiger 002 is an excellent sneaker. Whether you care about John Geiger or not, I think it's a really nicely designed sneaker. I think it's extremely well made, and I definitely think it's worth the $350 price point. But that pretty much wraps up the review for today. Now, I would love to know your thoughts on John Geiger 002 002 and whether you'd like to grab a pair for yourself, so make sure to leave those comments in the comment section down below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe down below if you haven't yet, and I'll see you all in the next one.